What's good, YouTube? It's Nas, and we back with another video. Road to 900 subscribers, of course. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Game 6s of the NBA playoffs. And starting off with the Timberwolves versus Nuggets, and Jaden McDaniels ends the Denver Nuggets season. It's only truly ironic after Game 5 when the Nuggets were showboating. Jokic did the hand the ball to the rookie, and Christian Brown pointing at Jaden McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels booed every time he gets the ball, booed heavily in introductions, and he comes back to Minnesota, crowd loving him. He games him, like dagger shot. And Terrence Shannon Jr. stepping up, like they let him go to his left hand. Like that whole game, watching it, the Nuggets just allowed him to go left. And Terrence Shannon Jr. didn't even try to go right. Like, they didn't try to counter it. They didn't try to do anything. They just basically let him go left all game, and it killed them because Terrence Shannon Jr., if you know already, he can get to that rim. And when he gets to the rim, it's either a dunk or it's an explosive layup. And that's what we seen yesterday, in which a game where Jokic actually had a good game against Rudy. But obviously, this whole series is not about 2 or 3 great games. It's about you closing it out against a not healthy Minnesota Timberwolves team. And Jokic yesterday had 28 points, 10 assists, 9 rebounds. Cam Johnson stepped up actually, 27 points, 8 rebounds back-to-back games. And Jamal Murray was completely put in the box by Jaden McDaniels again, who was the leading scorer of the game and obviously locking down the second best player on the Denver Nuggets. And Jamal Murray finished with 12 points, 4 of 17 from the field, 6 rebounds, just not enough. And for the Minnesota Timberwolves, obviously them going to the next round, hopefully Anthony Edwards could return by Game 4 or Game 5, or if there's a Game 5, he could return. If they still went on the road, that would be huge for Anthony Edwards' health department, I feel like. But Jaden McDaniels told them they can't play D, and he finished with 32 points, 10 rebounds. Rudy Gobert, 10 points, 13 rebounds. Julius Randle didn't even have a good game. He had 18 points, 6 of 17 from the field. Terrence Shannon Jr. stepped up. He barely played. Name called, took 24 points, 6 rebounds. Nas Reed, 15 points, 7 rebounds off the bench. Just a great win for the Minnesota Timberwolves, in which now people are having Jokic legacy discussions, in which, yeah, I do think Jokic isn't as criticized as a lot of the superstars in the NBA are right now, or even back then were. Like, when we talk about Jokic, we talk about an offensive genius, yes, but when we get to the defensive side of the ball, that's when we get to the nitty-gritty, because he is not like a normal center. He isn't a rim protector by any means, and he isn't a good defender by, I can't even say good defender, because he's alright. He's not bad, but he's not good. But when you look at, obviously, the Denver Nuggets, I wouldn't place all the blame on him like a lot of people are doing, but a major part of the blame does go to Jokic, in which this was supposed to be, or this was hyped up to be, the best Nuggets team since their 2023 run, and to be eliminated in the first round by a Minnesota Timberwolves team that's not even healthy. This was supposed to be a year where you possibly make another 3-1 comeback, and it just doesn't fulfill. It just doesn't sit right with me that obviously Jokic lost to this Minnesota Timberwolves team. It just doesn't make sense. That's why with hearing Ayo Dosunmu was going to be out with this injury, I'm like, damn, another player down. I just feel bad for the Minnesota Timberwolves at this point. And they still eliminate them in 6 games. Imagine if Ant and Dante don't get hurt in that Game 5 early in the Game 4. Really, that this series could have been over in 5. Like, that's what we're talking about here, and it's really embarrassing for the Nuggets part of it. That's why I kind of wanted the Timberwolves to win. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but it should be interesting to see how the media will view Jokic, because so far, me scrolling on TikTok this morning, it's just been a lot of excuses, for which excuses are not something that superstar players are usually given, or that's not what I'm accustomed to seeing. You usually place all the blame on the superstar players. That's what media usually does, so I'm kind of confused about that. But overall, a great game for Jaden McDaniels and the Minnesota Timberwolves advanced to play the San Antonio Spurs in the next round. But next, talking about the Celtics versus the 76ers, in which the 76ers forced Game 7 on Saturday night, in which a game where Paul George stepped up amazingly. Like, Maxey might have had 30, and they had no answer for Maxey, but they had no answer for Paul George because Paul George guarding both the Jays, like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they were basically shut down tonight, in which Tatum, yes, he still had an efficient game, 17 and 11. Looked like he was laboring on his left calf. It's expected for him to play. I don't think that's a good idea, but it's whatever. Derek White, he had a major step-up game. Hopefully that builds some confidence up to Game 7. 11 points. Jaylen Brown, 18 points, 7 to 17 from the field. Payne Pritchard, 14 points. Like, VJ Edgecombe stepping up for the Philadelphia 76ers, 14 points. Maxey with 30. And Oubre stepped up defensively too. Like, he had a few charges. And what's up with Jaylen Brown using his off arm? He gotta stop throwing those elbows, man. He letting them rip on those push-off shots. But anyway, Embiid had 19 and 10. The bad game from Embiid, but they still come out with the win. And Paul George, like I started with this segment about, like, Paul George is revamping his career. Since he came back from that suspension, he's been really good. And I was thinking before the playoffs even started making a video about it, but it was already too late about that. But Paul had 23 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Just your starters played amazing with you not getting any bench production. It's just amazing to see if you're a Philadelphia 76ers fan. But lastly, or no, let's not get off that topic yet. Who y'all got in Game 7? Because I ain't gonna lie, I got the 76ers. And it's just the way they're playing basketball since Joel Embiid came back. It just has me in full confidence in the Celtics. I just don't think that their talent is as good as it was in the previous years, and I don't think they're good enough. Like I tried to say, they could lose on any given night. They're not this unstoppable team like they used to be. But lastly, getting into the ass whooping that the Knicks put on the Atlanta Hawks, in which a game where OG Anunoby from the tip was amazing. Like, he started out with 14 in the first. He finished with 29 points and 7 rebounds. Cat, only 4 shots, finished with 12 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists, a triple-double. Mikal Bridges finally had a good offensive game. He had 24 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Brunson, you didn't even need Brunson to play superhero to close out the Atlanta Hawks 17 and 8. And the Hawks basically had this amazing season and went out in embarrassing fashion. And now the Knicks are in the second round. So I'm interested to see who the Knicks are going to face, either the 76ers or the Celtics. It should be interesting either way. But yeah, it was a great season for the Atlanta Hawks. Nonetheless, you lost 3 in a row, but it is what it is at this point. And honestly, I've seen enough bashing. I don't even know what there is to talk about. I think this was just an old-fashioned ass whooping that the Knicks gave them from the tip. But y'all let me know how y'all felt about these Game 6s tonight, and let me know who do y'all have in Game 7 against the Philadelphia 76ers and the Boston Celtics. Y'all let me know down below. Subscribe. What's good, y'all? If y'all made it to the end of the video, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And there's a video right here. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it if you like this one. And the channel icon's right there if you want to just check out the channel in general. And yeah, leave a like too, because it really helps the algorithm push me out. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching this video nonetheless.